Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel, and we're going to continue with our second semifinal game in our 1978 one and done baseball tournament using Out of the Park Baseball 19. And another Cinderella comes to the ball as the St. Louis Cardinals will meet the Los Angeles Dodgers in St. Louis. The Dodgers in 1978 were 95 and 67, while the Cardinals were a lowly 69 and 93. You win, you stay in. You lose, you take a snooze. It comes down to 4, and then no more. Who will be the last team standing? Let's find out together. Let's get to the starting lineups and play some baseball. For the visiting Los Angeles Dodgers, leading off is Davey Lopes, and he's playing second base. Batting second, the shortstop Bill Russell. Batting third, the right fielder Reggie Smith. Batting fourth, playing first base is Steve Garvey. Batting fifth, the Penguin at third base, Ron Cey. Batting sixth, the left fielder Dusty Baker. Batting seventh in center field, Rick Monday. Batting eighth, the designated hitter Lee Lacy. Batting ninth, doing the catching, Joe Ferguson. On the mound, at 81% stamina, the lefty Tommy John was 17 and 10 in 1978 with a 3.30 earned run average. For the Cardinals, hoping that the slipper will continue to fit, leading off Gary Templeton, he's playing short. Batting second, the left fielder Jerry Mumphrey. Batting third, the switch-hitting catcher Ted Simmons. Batting fourth, the man who hit the walk-off home run, crushing my hopes for the 1978 Red Sox in the bottom of the ninth, George Hendrick, and he is in center field. Batting fifth, Keith Hernandez at first. Batting sixth, the third baseman Ken Wrights. Batting seventh, the right fielder Jerry Morales. Batting eighth, the second baseman Mike Tyson. And batting ninth, the designated hitter Roger Freed. On the mound for the St. Louis Cardinals of 1978, Pete Vukovich, 12 and 12 with a 2.54. In the chat, joining us, the original Grognard. Check out that excellent military strategy channel and much more. Great friend of the channel, Bobby Cantilano. And also Tribes Fan. Hope all is well. Check out another fun baseball channel, Tribes Fan. Let's get to the ballpark and play some ball. Our second semifinal game. If you didn't catch the first one, it's up on the channel. It is a doozy. Alrighty, so on the mound is Pete Vukovich. 9 out of 10 stamina. Holding runners on, very poor. You can steal on him, 2 out of 10. Quality pitches overall, 6 out of 10. Movement, excellent, 8 out of 10. And control, very good, 7 out of 10. Fastball tops out between 91 and 93 miles per hour. Behind the plate is Ted Simmons. And Simmons is a 9 out of 10 defensive catcher and an 8 out of 10 arm. At third base is Reitz, and he's 8 out of 10. Templeton, 7 out of 10. Tyson, below average at second, the weak link in the infield, 4 out of 10. And Keith Hernandez, 7 out of 10 at first. The Cardinal outfield, pretty good. Jerry Mumphrey, 6 out of 10 defense, 8 out of 10 arm. Hendrick, 6 out of 10 defense, 6 out of 10 arm. Jerry Morales in right, 5 out of 10 defense with his 7 out of 10 arm. Davey Lopes to lead off things for the Dodgers. And Davey Lopes in the tournament is batting .308 with 2 ribbies, no home runs. In 1978, Lopes batted .278, 17 homers and 58 runners knocked in. 6 out of 10 bunting for a base hit. Cardinals, as I'm managing the Cardinals, the Dodgers will be managed by the Out of the Park Baseball 19 sim engine. Corners will play in to protect against the bunt base hit. So Ritz in at third, Hernandez in at first. Vukovich readies himself, picks up the signs from Ted Simmons. Here's the pitch to Davey Lopes, full count. And that's a slow ground ball. Vukovich picks it up, throws to first, and they just get him. Nice stretch by Hernandez, one down. So with one out, stepping to the plate is the shortstop Bill Russell. In 1978, Russell for the Dodgers batted .286, 3 home runs, 46 ribbies. In the tournament, batting .273 with 2 RBIs, no home runs, 7 out of 10 contact, 2 out of 10 power, 2 out of 10 eye. He will chase. He is a spray hitter. He uses all fields. The windup and the pitch to Russell. 1-2 count. Russell lines out to the second baseman. Nice reaction by Tyson. 2 down. Cardinals fans loving it. They do not want to see Cinderella's ball end just yet. So 2 outs, base is empty for the switch-hitting right fielder Reggie Smith. Reggie Smith in 1978 batted .295, 29 homers, 93 runners knocked in. In the tournament, an excellent .364, a home run, and 2 runners driven in. Contact 8 out of 10, power tremendous 9 out of 10, and an excellent eye 7 out of 10. 2 outs, no one on. Vukovich looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Smith in the left-hander's batter's box. Vukovich nods his head. Simmons sets the target. Here's the pitch to Reggie Smith. 3-1 count, and Smith works a walk. He doesn't chase on that inside pitch. So Reggie Smith's at first. He'll be off on contact. And here comes Mr. Clean, Steve Garvey. First baseman, 1978 for the Dodgers. .316, 21 home runs, 113 runners knocked in. In the playoffs tournament, .273, no homers, and 3 ribbies. 9 out of 10 contact, 6 out of 10 power, below average eye, 4 out of 10. Reggie Smith, good speed, good stealing ability. At first, Hernandez holding him on. Garvey, right-handed normal hitter. Vukovich looks to first, now he deals to Garvey. 0-1, Garvey swings the lumber. He pops it, foul territory. Coming in is the first baseman, and making the catch, calling off the catcher, is Keith Hernandez. The side is retired. Smith is stranded at first. In the chat, Retro Sports Network, and that's Ron Juckett. Check his channel out. He had a good football game on this afternoon at lunch, and he's also downloaded and given you a first look at Action PC Baseball 19. I just downloaded it and was playing a game, an exhibition game, before I came online. Chalkboard was a little clunky. I have to tweak the settings a bit. But I'm sure they'll have an update, and once I tweak the settings, it'll probably move smoother to my liking. But everything looked pretty good so far, and Action PC 19 will be playing more of that a little later. Alright, so on the mound for the Dodgers is Tommy John. Tommy John, 17-10, 124 strikeouts, only walking 53, ERA 3.3. Quality of pitches, 5 out of 10. Movement, excellent, 9 out of 10. Control, 8 out of 10. Stamina, 10 out of 10. Holding runners on, tremendous, 9 out of 10. He is 1-0 in this tournament. He went 9 2/3 innings of shutout ball, only giving up 3 hits, walking 1, striking out 3. He will go on short rest. He's at 81%, but the Dodgers feel he is the best hope to get them to the championship game. Behind the plate, Joe Ferguson, not the quarterback for the Buffalo Bills, and he's 7 out of 10 defense, 6 out of 10 arm. Ron Say, the Penguin, and Bill Russell patrol the left side of the infield for the Dodgers. Say at third and Russell at short, both 7 out of 10. Davey Lopes at second, Russell's partner in crime, 7 out of 10 at second. And Steve Garvey, 6 out of 10 at first. Dusty Baker, outstanding in left, 8 out of 10 defense, 10 out of 10 arm. Rick Monday, not so good defensive range, 4 out of 10. Average arm, 5 out of 10. Reggie Smith, even at this advanced age, 6 out of 10 defense, 9 out of 10 arm. At the plate for the Cardinals is Gary Templeton. Templeton in 1978 for the Cardinals. 291, 1 homer, 17 ribbies. In the tournament, 308 with 2 ribbies and no homers. 8 out of 10 contact. Very poor power, 1 out of 10. And his eye, not much better, 2 out of 10. He will chase. Infield, outfield, straightaway and normal for the Dodgers. Tommy John's ready to work. He deals to Gary Templeton. 0-2 count. Templeton in the hole. And Templeton hits a shot down the left field line. That's going to be a two-bagger. Digging it out is Baker. His throw will not be in time. Templeton goes in standing up. D. Scott Howard has joined us in the chat. How you doing, my friend? D. Scott Howard says Lou Gehrig may not have died from Lou Gehrig's disease, but Tommy John definitely had Tommy John surgery. You are correct, my friend. You are correct. So here come the Cinderella Cardinals. Right off the bat, we have a runner at second, Gary Templeton. Here comes Jerry Mumphrey. 5 out of 10 bunting for a base hit. Sacrifice bunting, not so good. 3 out of 10. Mumphrey in 1978 for these Cardinals, 262. 2 home runs, 37 ribbies. Contact, 6 out of 10. Power, well below average to poor, 2 out of 10. And his eye is 6 out of 10. Templeton, excellent on the base paths. Tommy John throws strikes. Here's the pitch to Mumphrey. He's swinging away. 0-2, and Mumphrey sends a fly ball right center field. That's going to get down. It's going to be a double. And racing around from second base, giving the Cinderella Cardinals a 1-0 lead, is Gary Templeton. So Jerry Mumphrey says, how do you do to Tommy John, as back-to-back doubles give the Cardinals a 1-0 lead. So Mumphrey, a speedy base runner, stands at second. Here comes Ted Simmons, the catcher. Simmons in 1978 for the Cardinals, 287, 22 home runs and 80 ribbies. In the playoffs, only batting 167. He does have a round tripper with 2 ribbies. Contact, 7 out of 10. Power, 6 out of 10. Eye, 6 out of 10. Chance to knock in his third runner, as he has a duck out on that pond. Tommy John peers in at Ferguson, nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Ted Simmons. Full count, and Simmons works a walk. So Tommy John out of sorts here. First and second, no outs, and here comes the man who crushed my 1978 Red Sox hopes of winning this tournament and crushed my heart in the bottom of the ninth. A walk-off homer. Disappointment once again for my 78 Red Sox. The childhood misery just doesn't end with that team. And it's George Hendrick. Hendrick in 78 batted .288, 17 homers and 67 runs. He is the toast of St. Louis with the walk-off blast that defeated the Boston Red Sox to get them to the semifinal matchup. In this tournament, 308, 1 homer against the Red Sox and 2 ribbies. 8 out of 10 contact versus left-handed pitching, 7 out of 10 power, 6 out of 10 eye. No outs, 2 on, 1-0 Cardinals. Hendrick digs in, ready to grip and rip. Tommy John looking for the pitcher's best friend, the double play ball. The windup and the pitch to George Hendrick. Full count. Hendrick shoots that ball past the dive of Russell in the center. Mumphrey hits third base. The ball is very shallow. Mumphrey is very fast. Monday has a normal arm. Keith Hernandez is coming up. We shall hold him. Base is juiced. No outs. And here comes Keith Hernandez. Keith Hernandez in 1978. 255, 11 homers, 64 ribbies. In the playoffs, only batting .200. No homers, no ribbies. He can get out the schneid here. Mumphrey's 90 feet away. He's only 2 for 10. 6 out of 10 contact, 5 out of 10 power, 7 out of 10 eye. How long will the Dodgers stick with Tommy John, who they believe was his best? Tommy John was their best effort to get to the finals. Hernandez, no place to put Keith. Mumphrey's at third. Simmons at second. Hendrick at first. Tommy John readies himself, takes a deep breath. Nods his head. Here's the pitch to Hernandez. 1-0. Hernandez swings, grounds to second. And they can't turn 2. Lopes gets it to Russell. A good slide made Russell leap and throw the ball with not much power on it. So runners on the corners. They only get the middle runner. Another run scores. Mumphrey from third. 2-0 Cardinals. And joining us here at the stadium is Alexander Raffini How you doing, Mr. Space Engine? Check that channel out. That's a very cool channel. Good friends of our good friend of the community, Beatles Eternally. So here comes Ken Reitz. I think I'm mispronouncing his name too. So Simmons, a slow-footed catcher at first, wouldn't win a race with a dead tortoise. And Keith Hernandez average speed at... I'm sorry, Simmons is at third, Hernandez is at first. And here's Ken Reitz. In 78, he batted .246, 10 home runs, and 75 runners knocked in. In the tournament, 5 for 10. No homers, no ribbies. That's a 500 batting average. Contact above average, 6 out of 10. Power below average, 4 out of 10. He will chase, 2 out of 10 high. Hernandez takes a slight lead at first. Simmons, a very slight lead at third. A double play ball. We'll get Tommy John, the Dodgers, out of it, only down 2. John kicks and fires to Reitz. 2-1, Reitz swings, sends that ball right center field. That's going to hang up. Racing over is Reggie Smith, but being called off by the center fielder Rick Monday. And Ted Simmons just stays put because he runs in mud. So with 2 outs, Simmons at third, Hernandez at first. Tommy John now faces the number 7 batter, the right fielder Jerry Morales. Jerry batting in 1978, .239, 4 homers, 46 ribbies. In this tournament, he's 0 for 3, 6 out of 10 contact. Poor power, 2 out of 10. Eye, 4 out of 10. Jerry Morales chokes up just a bit on that bat, trying to punch this ball through the infield and knock in the 3rd run for the Cardinals. John deals to Morales. 1-2, Morales in the hole. Grounds to Russell. Russell goes across the diamond to Garvey's side, is retired. And the Dodgers in their dugout must feel like they got out of it cheaply. They only give up 2. We go to the top of the second, 2-0 Cardinals, as the clock does not seem to want to strike 12 on another Cinderella team. Due up for the Dodgers, Say, Baker, and Monday to face Pete Vukovich. Ron Say, the Penguin. In 1978, the Penguin batted .270, 23 home runs, 84 ribbies. In this tournament, batting .400 with 3 RBI and no home runs. He's 4 for 10. Contact and power, 6 out of 10. Eye, 7 out of 10. Right-handed normal hitter. Cardinals infield and outfield straightaway and normal. Pete Vukovich back up on the bump, towing the rubber. Picks up the sign from Simmons. Here's the pitch to Ron Say. Say swings at the first pitch. He punches that ball on the right field line. That's going to get down. And he thought about going for 2, but quickly got back to first. Didn't want to challenge Morales' arm. And down 2, that was probably the smart play by the Penguin. Not known for his speed, obviously. 2 out of 10, but those stealing ability above average. He reads pitchers well. 6 out of 10. If he has an opportunity, he can swipe a bag. And here comes Dusty Baker. Dusty Baker in 1978, .262, 11 home runs, 66 ribbies. 182 batting average. He's only 2 for 11 with a ribby and no home runs. 6 out of 10 contact, 4 out of 10 power, 5 out of 10 eye. He's a right-handed pull hitter. The Cardinals infield will shift left. The outfield will play straightaway and normal. Hernandez, the only fielder on the dirt on the right side, holding on Say for the Cardinals. Baker awaits the Vukovich offering. Here's the pitch, homeward bound. 0-2, Baker in the hole, and he goes down looking. Pete Vukovich lights him up. So 1 out, 1 on, double play ball ends the inning, and here comes Rick Monday. Monday playing center field because of his bat. 1978, .254, 19 homers, 57 runners knocked in. In this tournament, his bat has proved useful. .333 batting average with 1 ribby, no homers. Contact, 6 out of 10. Power, tremendous, 8 out of 10. And eye, 7 out of 10. Left-handed pull hitter. Cardinals will go hard shift right in the infield and will shift their outfield right. That left side's open for Monday if he can punch the ball the other way. Say continues to take a slight lead at first. Hernandez holding him on. Vukovich takes a peek. Now he deals to Rick Monday. 2-2 count to Monday. And a swing and a miss as he ties him up with that inside pitch. Slider in on the knuckles. And that's 2 down. That's Vukovich's second strikeout. So Ron say the Penguin will be off on contact with 2 outs. Here comes a designated hitter, Lee Lacy. And in 1978, Lacy batted .261, 13 homers, 40 ribbies. In the tournament, 3 for 10, no homers, no RBI. 300 batting average, 5 out of 10 contact, 7 out of 10 power, 5 out of 10 eye. Right-handed normal hitter. Say will be off on contact, as I stated. Simmons pounds a mitt, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Lacy. 0-1. Lacy swings the lumber, punches it out to right center field. That's going to hang up there. Racing over, making the catch is the right fielder Morales. The side is retired. The Penguin is stranded at first. We go to the bottom of the second. 2-0 Cardinals. The winner advances to the finals of our 1978 one and done baseball tournament. 2 up for the Cardinals. Tyson, Fried, and top of the order, Gary Templeton. Mike Tyson, no, not the pugilist, the second baseman for the Cardinals. In 1978, batted .233, 3 homers and 26 ribbies. In this tournament, he is 0 for 3, 5 out of 10 contact, poor power and eye, 2 out of 10 and 3 out of 10, respectively. And he's a dreadful bunter. Tommy John's ready to work. He deals to Mike Tyson. 1-0. Tyson swings, grounds to the left side. Ranging over is Russell. He throws the ball away. So the Dodgers are self-destructing as Russell's poor throw allows Tyson to advance to second. He's in scoring position, and Tommy Lasorda's irate in the dugout. A rare throwing error for Bill Russell. And here comes Roger Fried. In 1978, .239, 2 home runs, 20 ribbies. Below average contact and power, 4 out of 10 for both. Average eye, 5 out of 10. Tyson's at second. Fried, a poor bunter. He's still going to attempt. We're going to attempt for the sacrifice bunt. And he gets it down. It's a good one to third base. Fielding it is Say. He throws the first, digging it out of the dirt is Fried. Did they get him? Yes, they did. But a good job by Fried forcing Garvey to field it. And advancing to third with 1 out is Mike Tyson, 90 feet away. In the top of the order, Gary Templeton. A chance to put the Cardinals up 3. Tommy John struggling here. And here comes Gary Templeton. He doubled and scored his first time up. John deals to Templeton. 2-0. And a balk! A balk is called on Tommy John. The third run scores. Dodd is a Cardinals fan tonight. It's 3-0 St. Louis. And Tommy John's shaking his head. Ferguson asking the man in blue behind the plate, what did he do? John still doesn't know what he did. But the Cardinals and their fans know they just picked up a third run. So 3-0, 1 out, bases cleared now for Templeton. 2 balls, no strikes on Gary. He awaits the Tommy John offering. Pitch homeward bound, full count. Right, swing and a miss. So John battles back from the 2-0 and strikes out Templeton. So there's 2 outs now, and here's Jerry Mumphrey. He knocked in Templeton when they went back-to-back doubles in the bottom of the first. Dodgers infield, outfield, straightaway and normal. Ferguson wiggles the finger, sets the target. The windup and the pitch to Mumphrey. 1-1 count. Mumphrey swings, grounds it to Russell. Russell takes his time, throws to Steve Garvey. The side is retired. The error does hurt. So an error, a bunt, and a balk produces the Cardinals' third run. We go to the top of the third, 3-0 St. Louis, due up for the 78 Dodgers. Ferguson in the top of the order, Lopes and Russell. Joe Ferguson, the catcher, in this tournament is only batting .125, 1 for 8. In 1978, .237, 7 home runs, 28 ribbies. Contact is average, 5 out of 10. Power, 6 out of 10. Eye, excellent, 8 out of 10. He does not chase. He knows the strike zone. Right-handed, normal hitter. Cardinals infield, outfield, straightaway and normal. Vukovich looks in, nods his head. Simmons sets the target. Here's the pitch. 1-2. Ferguson goes the other way. Right center field on the run. And Morales cannot get there. It's going to drop in. So Ferguson singles. JD has joined us in the chat. Check out that great channel. He's got his UFC tournament coming up. Women's tournament. So the tying run is on the on-deck circle now. If Lopes can get on, he'll go to the plate. Davey Lopes is 0 for 1. Excellent bunter, 6 out of 10. I don't think they're going to bunt, though. I don't think they're going to bunt. We'll play our infield, outfield straightaway norm. Actually, we're going to play our infield double play depth. And what double play depth means is they just play closer to the second base bag. So Templeton and Tyson pinch the middle. Hernandez holds on the slow-footed catcher Ferguson at first. Here's the pitch to Lopes. 1-1 count. Lopes pops it up right side. Hernandez, Tyson, Hernandez, Tyson. And Hernandez calls out the second baseman. 1 away. Now bring up Bill Russell, who's committed an error. He's 0 for 1. Right-handed spray hitter. Again, the Cardinals move to double play depth up the middle with Templeton and Tyson. Hernandez holds Ferguson on. Captain Slow Pants at first. Vukovich takes a quick peek to first. Now picks up the sign from Ted Simmons behind the plate. The windup and the pitch to Russell. 1-2. Russell pops it up. Oh no, that was a ground ball. Double play, inning over. The video graphic fooled me. So that went Tyson, the quick flip to Templeton, on to Hernandez, the pitcher's best friend, side retired. Now let's take a quick look at that as the video fooled me for a second. Let's watch the double play ball that ended the inning. Tyson fields it going towards the bag, quickly flips it to Declan, gets out of his way, fires to Hernandez. Bottom of the third, 3-0 Cardinals due up for the Birds. Simmons, Hendrick, and Hernandez. Ted Simmons, I believe, walked his first time up, as he has no official at-bat. Joe Ferguson pounds the mitt, sets the target. Tommy John looking for a 1-2-3 inning. It's got to start with Simmons. Here's the pitch. 2-2 count. Simmons, inside pitch, tied up, swing and a miss. Dave Little's joined us in the chat. He says, good evening, sports fan. Good evening, Mr. Little. So 1 out, and here comes George Hendrick. He is 1 for 1. At any moment, he could go deep. 3-0 Cardinals, 1 out, bottom of the third. Hendrick awaits the Tommy John offering pitch, homeward bound, 0-1. Hendrick swings the lumber, grounds deep to short. Russell fires to Garvey, out number 2. The players' graphics are, I've upped the, I've actually gone with 1080 recording, 1080p. So, they should look a little sharper. Yeah, I love this game. This game is awesome. Alright, 1 out. No one, 2 outs, excuse me, 2 outs. And here comes Keith Hernandez. Base is empty. Hernandez is 0 for 1. He does have an RBI as he broke up the double play, hustling down the line. Picked up a ribby. 3-0 Cardinals. Left-handed batting, Keith Hernandez. Tommy John's ready to work. He kicks and fires. Hernandez swings at the first pitch. Punches it. Shallow center. Coming in is Monday, and he makes the basket catch. The side is retired. We go top of the fourth. The Cinderella Cardinals have not heard that clock strike 12. They're up 3-0. 2 up for the Dodgers. Smith, Garvey, and Say. Anything can happen in these one-and-done tournaments. That's why I love them. Jake Cruz has joined us in the chat. Due up, Smith, Garvey, and Say to face Pete Vukovich. Vukovich, 3 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 2 Ks. Reggie Smith walked his first time up. Switch hitter batting lefty. Like to keep him off the base paths. The windup and the pitch to Smith. Smith swings at the first pitch. He rips a shot down the right field line. That's going to be extra bases. Smith digging for 2. Will he go for 3? He's turning. Here's the cutoff. Here's the relay throw. Not in time. Reggie Smith goes in head first. Holy cow. A leadoff triple. So Reggie Smith trying to get the Dodgers. Hey, wait! He's out! Oh my Lord, he is out! He looks safe to me, and the Dodgers are protesting. What a relay throw. Morales to Tyson to Ritz, who applies the tag. Holy cow. Tommy Lasorda not very happy. Not very happy at all with the man in blue at third base. Let's check that replay out. So Smith rips his ball down the right field line. Morales digs it out quickly, fires a strike to Tyson. Here's the relay throw. I thought he was in there, but they say the tag got him first. Todd B has joined us at the stadium. Hope all is well. So instead of having a man standing at third or second with no outs, it is one out as Smith is thrown out on the relay by Tyson. Morales to Tyson to Ritz. So if you're scoring at home, 9-4 to 5. And here comes Steve Garvey. He is 0 for 1. Here's the pitch to Mr. Clean, 2-0. Garvey swings, pops it up. Simmons has it. Out number 2. Simmons, so sure of himself, actually held his mask in the hand. Todd B says, I saw today we're out of the ballpark. 19 is on sale for under $5, $4.99. That is the buy of the century, folks. Grant you the new game comes out in March, but even if you're going to pick up the new game, what better way to see if you like the game than pay $4.99 for the best game? Tremendous game. You get all the seasons at $4.99. Can't go wrong there, folks. So 2 outs, and here comes the Penguin, Ron Say. The Penguin is 1 for 1. Right-handed normal hitter. Vukovich deals quickly to Say. 2-2 count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Pete Vukovich racks up his 3rd K. The side is retired. Reggie Smith's attempted triple really took him out of the inning. I thought he was safe, but the man in blue called him out. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 3-0 St. Louis. Todd B says, I'm going to pick this up. Oh, absolutely, for $5? You can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong. So due up for the Cardinals is Ken Ritz, Jerry Morales, and Mike Tyson. Ritz is 0 for 1. Right-handed normal batter. Tommy John has to get a 1-2-3 inning here. Ferguson wiggles the fingers. John nods his head. Here's the pitch. 0-1. Ritz swings. Pops it up. Right side. Ferguson. Garvey, the first baseman, calls off the catcher. 1 away. Last pitch is up here. And Tommy John threw... you have to remember, this is after his surgery. He did not throw as hard. So that was 66 miles per hour. You can see it up here. Now bring up the right fielder, Jerry Morales, who quickly got to that ball down the right field line, threw a strike to Tyson at second, who then relayed to the 3rd baseman, Ritz, who applied the tag on Reggie Smith. What looked like a leadoff triple just became a 9-4 to 5 out. Morales is 0 for 1. John kicks and fires. 1-2. Line shot to Russell. Good reaction. 2 down. So 2 outs, base is empty for Mike Tyson, who made one heck of a throw on the relay to get Reggie Smith out at 3rd. Tyson, he's 0 for 1. John looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Ferguson sets the target. He kicks and deals to Tyson. 2-0. Tyson, base hit, center field. Keeps the line moving, excuse me. Now bring up the number 9 batter, Roger Freed, the designated hitter, walked his first time up. Tyson, not very fast, 2 out of 10, but an excellent base stealer, 8 out of 10. So again, if he has an opportunity, he can steal a base. Here's Roger Freed. He awaits the John offering, pitch homeward bound. Freed swings at the first pitch, grounds it to the Penguin. Say goes to Lopes, who steps on the second base bag. And the side is retired on the force out. We go to the top of the fifth. Dodgers bats have to get going. They're down 3-0. Due up for the Dodgers, Baker, Monday, and Lacey. If anyone gets on, the catcher, Joe Ferguson, to face Pete Vukovich. Vukovich has been outstanding on the mound, trying to lead the Cinderella Cardinals to the championship of this one-and-done tournament. Baker is 0 for 1. Right-handed pull hitter. Cardinals infield will shift left. Outfield will play straight away and normal. Keith Hernandez, the only man on the dirt on the right side. The windup and the pitch from Vukovich to Baker. 3-1, and Baker works a walk. The Dodgers need base runners. Ted Simmons behind the plate wants to know where that ball was as he politely asks the man in blue. Baker, average speed, 5 out of 10. Stealing ability, very good, 8 out of 10. Hernandez holding him on. And here comes Rick Monday, left-handed pull hitter. Cardinals infield will go hard shift right. And the outfield will shift right. Again, leaving that left side wide open for Rick Monday. Can he punch the ball the other way? Cardinals fans and their dugout hope not. Vukovich throws over! Oh, Baker dives back. He was leaning, trying to keep him close. Once again, Vukovich looks over. Hernandez holding him on. Now he picks up the sign from behind the plate. Simmons sets the target. Here's the pitch to Monday. 1-0. Monday swings. Shoots that ball. Shallow center coming on and making the fine running catch is George Hendrick. Quickly retreating to first is Baker. 1 out. Double play ball will get them out of the inning. And the designated hitter, Lee Lacey, steps to the plate. He is 0 for 1 today, batting .273 with no home runs and no ribbies. Right-handed normal hitter. Cardinals will move to double play depth in the infield. That means Templeton and Tyson move closer to the second base bag, thus pinching the middle. Lacey chokes up just a bit on that bat. Simmons goes through the signs. Vukovich nods his head. Arms down to his chest. The windup and the pitch to Lee Lacey. 0-2, Lacey in the hole. And he sends his ball deep to left. Mumphrey on the run at the track. He leads it over his head. Scoring all the way from first on the triple by Lee Lacey is Dusty Baker. And like that, the Dodgers are on the board. Holy cow. Let's watch that. Lee Lacey gave it a pop. Humphreys could not get back. He got to the track, he leaped, and it was over his head, bouncing off the wall, and Lee Lacey was off to the races, and so was Dusty Baker. He scored all the way from first. Lacey stands at third. Here's the replay. As Lacey crushed that. Mumphrey had a pretty good jump, but Lacey just smacked it. 3-1 Cardinals. Mark Forsberg has entered the chat. He says, is this a championship game? No, it is the second semifinal. As Todd B says, Hendrick and the word hustle in the same sentence, LOL. Well, on that play he did hustle, but I do understand what you're saying. So with 1 out, Lacey's at second. Cardinals will give up the run for the out. And here comes Joe Ferguson, the catcher's 1 for 1. Vukovich looking for a strikeout here. He deals quickly to Ferguson, 3-1, and he walks Ferguson. Tying runs at first, top of the order, Davey Lopes. And just like that, St. Louis Cardinals will look to their bullpen. And they're going to get their setup man up, Tom Bruno. He's a righty. So Tom Bruno is up. As he begins to warm, and quite quickly. There's no tomorrow if you lose. Well, there's a tomorrow, just no baseball tomorrow. Here's Davey Lopes. He's 0 for 2. Tying run at first. Joe Ferguson very slow. Lacey, excellent speed at third. Lopes, a good bunter, but I don't think he's bunting with one out. Right-handed normal hitter. Cardinals infield, once again, will play double play depth with Templeton and Tyson moving closer to that second base bag for a quicker turn. Hernandez holding on. Ferguson at first. Here's the pitch to Lopes. Lopes swings at the inside pitch, grounds it to Tyson. Tyson muffs the ball! Oh my lord! That was a double play ball that would have ended the inning. Tyson boots it. The run from third, no RBI, but it's 3-2. The Dodgers eat closer, only down one with one out. Ferguson at second. Again, he runs like he has poop in his pants and mud on his feet. And a very speedy Davey Lopes at first. And here comes Bill Russell. Boy, he can make up for that error now. Russell can make up for that error. Russell, right-handed spray hitter. He uses all fields. Again, the Cardinals move to double play depth. Bruno continues to warm. Russell's ready. He awaits the Vukovich offering. Here's the pitch. 0-2. And Vukovich gets him looking, a huge strikeout. That's a bat, Mr. Russell. Get it off your shoulder. Instead, you're heading back to grab some pine. And that's strikeout number 4 for Pete Vukovich. One out away from getting out of this mess. And here comes Reggie Smith, who doubled in his last at-bat, but then tried to stretch it into a triple and was thrown out. From Morales to Tyson to Ritz. Switch hitter still batting lefty off the right-handed throwing Vukovich. Ferguson at second, Lopes at first. Both will be off on contact. Ferguson represents the tying run at second. The go-ahead run in the speedy Davey Lopes. Vukovich takes a deep breath. Arms down to his chest. He kicks and fires to Smith. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. He pumps his fist, jogs off towards the Cardinal dugout, but the Dodgers do get 2, and they have pulled to within 1. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 3-2, Cardinals. As Bruno is ready, we will sit him down. We play with the warm-up rule. You don't have to. You don't have to play with the warm-up rule. I do. Tommy John, only down now 1 run, will face the top of the order, Templeton, Mumphrey, and Simmons. Tommy John's gone 4 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 2 Ks. That error by Bill Russell looms large. Remember, error. Man at second base. Tyson gets the second on the error. Then we bunted him over with Freed to third, and then a balk scored the 3rd run. And that's the run that has the Cardinals ahead. Here's Templeton, 1 for 2. How do you do? We shall see. Here's the pitch to Gary Templeton, 3-0. Templeton checks his swing, and he works a walk. So Gary Templeton's at first, a speedy Gary Templeton. And here comes Jerry Mumphrey. Remember, in the bottom of the 1st, they went back-to-back doubles to give the Cardinals a 1-0 lead. Then Mumphrey's would score, and it was a 2-0 lead. Todd Beast is in 1978. The Dodgers... the year they had like 4 players with 30-plus homers. Clinton says no. Well, we can easily check. So here's Mumphrey's. And we're going to play hit and run with Templeton. Here's the pitch. There goes the runner. Mumphrey's gets the ball up in the air, right center field. And making the running catch is Monday. Firing back towards first, but not in time. Probably not wise to throw to first, as Templeton was back in plenty of time. So the hit and run fails as Mumphrey's couldn't put the ball on the ground. So Templeton's at first, 1 out for Ted Simmons. And once again, we will play hit and run. There goes Templeton. And that ball is down right and left center field. And going first to third is Gary Templeton. As Ted Simmons, the catcher, choked up a bit, made good solid contact on that single to left center. And here comes George Hendrick. Hendrick is 1 for 2. Cardinals trying to get that run back that they gave up and more. Speedy Gary Templeton at first. Poop in his pants, mud on his feet. Ted Simmons I'm sorry, Templeton at third. I keep doing that. And Simmons is at first. Slow-footed catcher. Garvey's holding him on. Double play gets Tommy John out of this mess. He's ready to work. He deals to George Hendrick. Hendrick swings at the first pitch. Shallow fly ball. Monday coming in, and he makes the catch. Bluffing but not going is Templeton at third, so now there's 2 outs. And here's Keith Hernandez, who is 0 for 2. He does have an RBI when he beat out the double play ball. So runners will be off on contact, and I want to get Bruno back up in the pen. He's ready. Hernandez digs in that left-hander's batter's box. John looks to first, now to third. Now picks up the sign from Ferguson behind the plate. He rocks and fires. 2-1. Hernandez, ground ball to Garvey. Garvey races to the bag, steps on it, side retired. Opportunity squandered by the Cardinals. We go to the top of the 6th, 3-2. Cardinals, Pete Vukovich back up on the bump. Vukovich, 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 5 Ks. Struck out Reggie Smith with runners on to end top of the 5th and the Dodgers' threat. So Garvey, Say, and Baker to face Pete Vukovich. Bruno is ready. He will sit down for the moment. Vukovich has thrown 77 pitches. Garvey, right-handed normal hitter. Cardinals infield, outfield, straightaway and normal. The windup and the pitch from Vukovich to Garvey. 1-1 count. Garvey swings, grounds it right side. Tyson towards the bag, throws to first. 1 down. Good range by Tyson. Remember, he booted that double play ball. He booted that double play ball that would have probably ended the inning, and the Dodgers got their 2nd run at the top of the 5th. So 1 out. Here comes the Penguin, Ron Say, 1 for 2. Ron Say had 23 home runs in 1978. None in this playoff tournament. 1 swing of the bat can tie it up here. Simmons wiggles the fingers. Sets the target. Here's the pitch to Say. Say swings at the first pitch. Grounds it back to Vukovich, who fires to Hernandez. 2 down. To the joy of the Cardinals fans here at Busch Stadium. So 2 outs, base is empty for Dusty Baker. He is 0 for 1. He has walked once. Right-handed pull hitter. The infield will shift left. Outfield will play straightaway and normal. Vukovich looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Here's the pitch to Baker. Baker swings at the first pitch. Sends it deep to center field. Racing back is Hendrick. And he makes the catch in front of the wall. Oh, Dusty Baker just missed a game-tying home run. Everyone here in St. Louis breathes a sigh of relief. We go to the bottom of the 6th, still 3-2 Cardinals. Due up for the Cardinals. Reitz, Morales, and Tyson to face Tommy John. Tommy John, 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 2 Ks. Reitz is 0 for 2. He will attempt a surprise bunt for a base hit. Here's the pitch. He squares and he misses it. It counts 1-1. That did draw Ron Say in at third. Reitz chokes up on that bat just a bit. Can he punch it past Say now, who's moved in at third? John kicks and deals. 2-2 count. Reitz swings, goes the other way. Shallow fly ball to right, and it's going to drop in front of Reggie Smith. So Reitz is at first, and he is slow. And here comes Jerry Morales. Morales is 0 for 2, but he dug out that ball, hit down the right field line by Smith, who tried to turn it into a triple. Smith was thrown out on the relay by Tyson at third. So here's Jerry Morales. And we're going to play hit and run. Stay out of the double play. There goes the run at first. And that ball shot into left field. And Ritz will go first to third. So the hit and run works to perfection with the bottom of the order. And here come the Cardinals. How long will the Dodgers stay with Tommy John? That's the question. Morales, good speed and base running ability at first. Ritz very slow at third. And here comes Mike Tyson. And he's 1 for 2. And a dreadful bunter. And once again, with no outs, we're playing hit and run. And he hits the ball through to the left side. Russell backhands it. Throws the runner out at first, but scoring from third is Ritz. And the Cardinals are up 4 to 2. So the go-go Redbirds put up another run. Morales stands at second, 1 out for Roger Freed, who had a sacrifice bunt his last time up. Tyson would score on the balk by Tommy John. John peeks over his shoulder. Lopes cheats towards the bag, trying to keep Morales close. Now John looks in. Behind the plate, Ferguson sets the target. Here's the pitch to Roger Freed. Freed swings at the first pitch. Shallow fly ball popped into right, and Davey Lopes makes a wonderful over-the-shoulder catch. Bluffing but not tagging at second is Morales. So there's 2 down. 4 to 2 lead for the Cardinals. Top of the order, Gary Templeton. Morales will be off on contact. Templeton is 1 for 2. He has doubled and scored. Templeton awaits the Tommy John offer, and here's the pitch homeward bound. Templeton swings up the middle and through. And they're going to wave Morales around. The ball is very shallow. He's a fast runner. Rick Monday has a normal arm. Here's the throw to the plate. Here's Morales. And he is out. Oh, wow. Ferguson blocked the plate, as Morales never got his hand through on the head first slide. A good throw by Rick Monday. The Cardinals rolled the dice with 2 outs, and they came up craps. But they do pick up a run. We go to the top of the 7th, 4 to 2. Let's watch that. Monday throw to the plate. Over on replay. As that ball sneaks past Russell in the center field, Monday put a good charge on it. Quick release and accurate throw. And Ferguson blocks that plate. And the Dodgers retired the side, but they now trail by 2. Top of the 7th. And there's the man who threw the Cardinal runner out at the plate. Rick Monday will be followed by Lee Lacy and Joe Ferguson. Once again, we shall get Bruno up in the bullpen as he starts to warm. Pete Vukovich has thrown 82 pitches, 6 innings, 4 hits, only 1 earned run. He's given up 2 runs, 3 walks, and 5 Ks. Rick Monday is 0 for 2, left-handed pull hitter. And in the words of Bill Mambo Kett from the Red Sox of the early 60s, everybody mambo to the right. As we go, hard shift right in the infield and shift right in the outfield. Again, leaving that left side wide open for Rick Monday. Vukovich is ready to work. The windup and the pitch to Monday. 0-2. And he strikes him out looking. He paints the corner. And that is strikeout number 6 for Vukovich. And I'll bring up Lee Lacy. He has tripled, knocked in a run, and scored. Vukovich shakes off Simmons this time. Now he nods his head. Here's the pitch to Lacy. 2-2 count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Vukovich. That's strikeout number 7. Cardinals throw it around the infield. So with 2 outs, here comes the catcher, Joe Ferguson. He has walked and singled. Wants to keep the line moving, get to the top of the order, Davey Lopes. Right-handed normal hitter. Cardinals infield, outfield, straightaway in normal. Tom Bruno continues to warm in the Cardinal bullpen. Vukovich steps off the mound. Cap off his head, wipes his brow. Back up on the bump. Toes the rubber, peers in at Simmons. Here's the pitch to Joe Ferguson. 2-1. Ferguson swings, grounds it right side to Tyson. Tyson throws to Hernandez. Side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 4-2 Cardinals. As they play Take Me Out to the Ball Game, we have a joyous atmosphere here at Busch Stadium. They don't want to see this wonderful road to redemption end. They want to go to the championship game because it's root for your home team. If they lose, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Todd Bease's only game I've ever seen with so many fielding options. This is the best game on the market. And you can play it 3 different ways. If you don't like the animation, which why I don't know you wouldn't, you can play this like Diamond Mine Baseball. It has the same engine as Diamond Mine Baseball. Everyone raves about Diamond Mine Baseball. Well, you can actually play this like Diamond Mine Baseball. I shall show you. I'm not going to play it that way because I don't play it that way. I believe it's classic webcast view. See? Diamond Mine Baseball with all the same options. Actually, more options. Okay? Now, I don't play it this way because I like the animation. You can play it classic 2D view. We get the ballpark. And again, it's basically Diamond Mine Baseball. Nothing moves. You don't see the ball. But, you know, that's a nice view. But, again, if you're buying this game, this is the way you want to play it. Regular, either modern 3D view or classic 3D view. Now, when I play a season, I play classic 3D view. Because you get more information. I'll just show you. But when you play a tournament, you're not going to get all the information. So, classic 3D view. Again, this is on sale for $4.99. So, pick up this game if you're a baseball fan. I can't see you not liking it. And if you do, if you don't like it, you spent under $5. Let's go view. Here's the classic 3D view. What you do is you get more statistics. That's all. When I play a season, I use this view because I want the statistics. I want what the person does in every situation. That's just me. When I play a tournament, I play the modern 3D view. All right, bottom of the 7th, due up for the Cardinals, Mumphrey, Simmons, and Hendrick. No, the play-by-play is very good. And they actually have, if you want to listen to the computer play-by-play, you can do that also. So Tommy John, down by 2, has gone 6 innings, 8 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 2 Ks. Here's Mumphrey. Mumphrey's 1 for 3 with a ribby. He awaits the John offering. Here's the pitch. Mumphrey swings at the first pitch, pokes it shallow left down the line on the run, and making a fine catch is Dusty Baker. 1 down. Now bring up the catcher, Ted Simmons, 1 for 2. He's an extreme right-handed pull hitter. Well, he's a switch hitter, but either side he's a pull hitter. And Tommy John's a lefty, so he's batting right. The Dodgers, infield normal, but the outfield shifts left. Interesting. John kicks and fires to Simmons. Ground ball, left side, Say up with it, throws to Garvey. Across the diamond, 2 down. Base is empty for George Hendrick, who is 1 for 3, and made one heck of a catch to dead center on Dusty Baker, who just missed a tying home run at the time. It would have been a 3-3 ball game. Now it's 4-2. Hendrick digs in the right-hander's batter's box, ready to grip and rip, tee it high, let it fly. Ferguson goes through the signs. Here's the pitch to George Hendrick. He swings at the first pitch. Right field, right center, drops in front of Smith. He's now 2 for 4. So Hendrick is now 2 for 4. He's now batting .353 in the tournament with a homer and 2 ribbies. Keeps the inning alive for Keith Hernandez. Hernandez has struggled. He's batting below 200, 154. He does have an RBI, left-handed batter. Hendrick takes a slight lead. Not very fast. Decent base runner, though, 6 out of 10. Garvey holds him on. John looks briefly to first. Now in at the plate. He kicks and deals to Keith Hernandez. 1-1 count. Hernandez rips a shot down the right field line. Cutting it off is Smith. And, oh boy, we got an option here. Do you want to signal Hendrick to round third and try to score? The ball is very deep. Hendrick is an awful runner. Reggie Smith has a cannon for an arm. No, we will have second and third with 2 outs. And Ken Reitz comes to plate. He's having a heck of a tournament. 462, but no homers, no ribbies. Chance to change that. He is 6 for 13. He's 1 for 3 today. 6 out of 10 contact. Dodgers again sticking. Tom Bruno's ready. We better sit him down. So we're going to sit Bruno down. And actually, while he's ready to go, we're going to get our closer, Mark Littell, up also. All right, 2 outs, second and third. Here's the pitch to Ritz. 2-0, Ritz swings, punches that ball shallow center. Monday coming on, and he makes the running catch on the way in. The Cardinals strand 2. The side is retired. We go to the top of the 8th. St. Louis 4, Los Angeles 2. Due up for the Dodgers, top of the order, Lopes, Russell, and Smith to face Pete Vukovich. As Todd Beese is writing my note to Mrs. Claus, the wife, right now. But this is for Christmas, stocking stuffer. Oh, this is a must-buy. For $4.99, you can play any World Series over again. You can play any 2 teams against each other. It's an incredible game. Here's Davey Lopes, 0 for 3 with a ribby. Littell continues to warn. He's the closer. Bruno starting to stretch again. Here's the pitch to Davey Lopes, 2-1. Lopes punches the ball, right field line, towards the line, on the run, and making the catch is Morales. 1 down. Littell is ready. Bruno is ready. Mound visit. Pete Vukovich just smiles, says, I'm good. I'm good. That's good enough for the pitching coach and Ted Simmons. As they go back, pitching coach back to the dugout. Simmons back behind the plate, squats down, as Vukovich will face Bill Russell, who had a costly error in this game. He's 0 for 3, trying to make amends for it. Vukovich deals to Russell, 2-2 count. Ground ball. Vukovich knocks it down, picks it up, throws the first, 2 away. Here in the top of the 8th, the Cardinals now 4 outs away from advancing to the championship game, and Littell and Bruno will sit. Here comes Reggie Smith. He's 1 for 2. He has a double, but was thrown out at third, trying to stretch it into a triple. Smith trying to move the line to get it to Steve Garvey. If Smith gets on, Garvey will represent the tying run at the plate. But Smith first has to get on. Vukovich takes a deep breath. It's nerve time now, folks. Arms down to his chest. He kicks and deals to Reggie Smith. 3-0, and Smith walks. And here comes a tying run to the plate. Steve Garvey. Let's take a look at Garvey's card. 326 again. 326 against righties. 287 against lefties, but our lefties are not good. Vukovich has thrown 107 pitches. Might be laboring a bit now. Littell gets up once again. He's ready to go. And Bruno will get up. Now Bruno has the ERA 1.99, 4 wins, 3 losses, 1 save. Struck out 33, walked 17. Littell, 4-8 with 11 saves, but 279. Struck out 130, walked 59. Garvey is 0 for 3 off Vukovich. 2 outs, top of the 8th. And here comes Tom Bruno to get Steve Garvey. So Vukovich's day is done. And here's Tom Bruno. Like I said, 4 wins, 3 losses, 1 save in 49 2/3 innings, 17 walks, 33 Ks, 1.99 earned run average. Littell for the moment will stop throwing. Reggie Smith, very speedy at first, being held on by Keith Hernandez. Steve Garvey at the plate. Bruno continues his warm-up tosses. As my second screen has pooped out, so I cannot see the chat. I try to get the second screen back up. And I think it's back up. It looks okay. Alrighty. So Bruno's done with his warm-up tosses. Has a quick word with Ted Simmons. Simmons back behind the plate. Man in blue says play ball. Bruno looks to first. He throws over. Oh boy. Smith was leaning a bit. Had to dive back in. Again, Bruno looks to first. Hernandez holding him on. Now he deals to Garvey. 1-1. Garvey swings, sends that ball deep down the right field line. And gone! Steve Garvey hits a 2-run homer off Tom Bruno. And there's no joy in Mudville now. It's a 4-4 ball game. As Pete Vukovich just hangs his head in the dugout. He didn't want to come out. So Steve Garvey, Mr. Clean, hits his first home run and picks up RBIs 4 and 5, and we have a 4-4 ball game. To the sounds of silence, as I like to say, here at Busch Stadium. Maybe the clock has struck 12 on this Cinderella. Bruno has been pretty good in his brief appearances. Has now not been good. And here's the blast by Garvey going the opposite way. He crushed that ball. 90-mile-per-hour fastball that didn't move. Stayed flat. 4-4 ball game. 2 outs, and here comes Ron Say. If the Penguin goes back-to-back jack, the Dodgers will have the lead. Todd B in the chat says, Popeye goes yard. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Littell is up. And that's it. Littell's coming in the game, the closer. Bruno shaking his head. Not happy with his effort here. Now Littell will warm up. 4 and 8 with 11 saves, striking out 130, walking 59, 2.79 earned run average. How many homers did he give up in 78? 8. Alright, well here comes the Penguin. Ron Say 1 for 3. Right-handed normal hitter. Infield, outfield, straightaway in normal. Littell trying to keep it a tie ball game. He kicks and deals to Say. 2-0 count. Say swings. It's a nubber in front of the plate. Picked up by Simmons, who fires to Hernandez. The side is retired, but my God, the damage was done. 2 outs. Reggie Smith at first. On a very flat fastball. Not a lot of movement. Steve Garvey, as Todd B puts it, Popeye goes the other way. It's a 4-4 ball game. Cardinals need to push 1 run across to win, and here comes the closer, Terry Forster, the fireballer. Forster, 5 and 4 with 22 saves, 46 strikeouts, 23 walks, and ERA under 2, 1.93. As D. Scott Howard says, go Blues, somebody pick up Tommy will sort her from the dugout floor. So here's Jerry Morales. And Morales is 1 for 3. Batting 167. I don't think we have anyone better on the bench. Mike Phillips. But he's a lefty. Though he hits lefties at 368, but in a very small sample. We'll stick with Jerry Morales. Any changes in the defense? No, all the same. Say's at third, Russell's at short, Lopes at second, Garvey at first. Baker, Monday, and Smith still in the outfield. Joe Ferguson still behind the plate. Terry Forster's ready to work. He deals to Jerry Morales. 1-1 count. Morales swings, and he grounds it to Say, who throws to first for out number 1. Good range by Say, moving to his right. So 1 out. The number 8 batter, Mike Tyson, steps to the plate. He is 1 for 3. He's trying to move the line. He awaits the Forster offering. Pitch homeward bound. 1-2. And he's jammed. That's a pop-up coming in. And Davey Lopes calls everyone off. Garvey and Ferguson, and he makes the catch. Lopes covered a lot of ground, the Rhode Island native. So there's 2 outs, and now it's Roger Freed trying to get the line moving, keep it moving. And the top of the order to Gary Templeton. Otherwise, free baseball looms. Freed is 0 for 2. Just check him out. 273 against lefties. That's why he was the DH. Right-handed pull hitter. Let's see if he can find a wind current here with a walk-off. The wind-up and the pitch to Freed. 1-0, Freed. Fly ball, shallow center. Monday coming in, and he makes the catch, folks. I'm sorry, we're going to the top of the 9th. I was off by an inning. So it's 4-4, still regulation baseball. The closer back out on the mound for the Cardinals, Mark Littell. He will face Baker, Monday, and Lacey. Dusty Baker is 0 for 2, right-handed pull hitter. Infield will shift left. Outfield straightaway and normal. Littell picks up the sign from Simmons. Here's the pitch to Baker. 2-2 count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Cardinals throw it around. They'll bring up Rick Monday. Monday threw out a Cardinal runner at the plate. That looms large now. He is 0 for 3. Tremendous power hitter. 8 out of 10. Infield, outfield will shift right. Infield hard shift right. Outfield a normal shift right. Littell works quickly to Monday. Full count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Another K for Littell. That's 2 Ks so far in the playoff tournament. 4 1/3 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 4 walks, and 4 Ks. And here comes Lee Lacey. He started all the scoring off with a triple. That knocked in the Dodgers' first run. Back in the top of the 5th. Lacey digs in the right-hander's batter's box. Speak of English, Al. Ready to tee it high, let it fly. Littell nods his head. The wind-up and the pitch to Lee Lacey. Lacey swings at the first pitch inside, grounds it to third. Rich throws to Hernandez. The side is retired. Now we go to the bottom of the 9th. And it's the top of the order. Cardinals hoping to scratch out 1 more run. It'll be Templeton, Mumphrey, and Simmons to face Terry Forster. Forster in the tournament, 4 1/3 innings, 3 hits, no runs, no walks, no Ks. 5 out of 10 quality of pitches, 8 out of 10 movement, 7 out of 10 control. It fluctuates between left-handed and right-handed batters. Templeton is 2 for 3. Infield, outfield, straightaway, and normal. Forster picks up the sign from Ferguson. He rocks and fires to Gary Templeton. Templeton swings at the first on the run in shallow left center, making the catch is Dusty Baker, 1 away. As my allergies are getting the best of me now. And here's Jerry Mumphrey's 1 for 4. Doubled in. Templeton in the first. Has a ribby. Here's the pitch. He's going to try a track bunt. And he missed. But that brings Ron Say in at third as the organist plays charge. Free baseball looms if the Cardinals can't push across 1 run. No balls, 1 strike, we do it again. Here's the pitch once again from Forster to Mumphrey. 1-2. Mumphrey grounds it to Lopes near the second base bag, and that's out number 2. Nice backhanded play by Davey Lopes. So with 2 outs, base is empty, Ted Simmons steps to the plate. The catcher is 1 for 3. In the tournament, 3 for 15, a home run, 2 ribbies. That's a 200 batting average. And against left-handed pitching, 7 out of 10 contact, 6 out of 10 power, 6 out of 10 eye. And the man who defeated the Red Sox is on deck, George Hendrick. He had the walk-off home run in that game, crushing this Sox fan's heart. Here's the pitch to Ted Simmons. And he grounds to Russell. Long throw, and the side is retired. We go to free baseball. Top of the 10th, tied at 4. The next run, possibly, for the Dodgers could lead them to the championship game. Littell is back out on the mound, the closer. Probably can squeeze out 1 more inning. And with that being said, Force is tired. Yeah, 5.76. He's not seen the light of day. John Denny would pitch the championship game, but he's getting up in the pen. He won't. No, there's no championship game if you don't get there. So John Denny, the starter, is getting up in the pen. So Littell will face Ferguson, the top of the order, Lopes and Russell. Joe Ferguson is 1 for 2. Right-handed normal hitter. Littell kicks and fires. 1-2 count. And Ferguson goes the other way. Right side center field. On the run is Morales, and he's not going to get there. It drops in. So Ferguson picks up his second hit. Will they pinch run for the slow-footed catcher? It doesn't look like they're going to. And it brings up Davey Lopes. Now, Lopes might bunt here. Might just bunt. We're going to play our corners in. We dare Ferguson to try to steal. So Ritz comes in at third. Hernandez in at first. Here's the pitch to Lopes. Lopes punches that ball left field. And they're making the catch for the Cardinals is Mumphrey. Had a good jump on it. Retreating back to first is Ferguson. So Lopes does not try to bunt the slow-footed catcher over. So with 1 out, 1 on, Bill Russell 0 for 4 steps to the plate, batting 200 in this tournament with 2 ribbies, no homers. Cardinals move to double play depth up the middle with Templeton and Tyson. Hernandez holding Ferguson on. Littell looks to first. Picks up the sign at the plate, the windup and the pitch to Russell. Russell swings at the first pitch, goes the other way, down the line, that's hanging up there. On the run is Morales, he makes the catch, quickly fires it back in towards the infield for out number 2. And here comes a dangerous Reggie Smith, 1 for 2, a double, but was thrown out trying to stretch it into a triple. Ferguson will be off on contact. Smith, switch hitter batting lefty. Infield, outfield, straightaway and normal. Here's the pitch to Smith. Swings at the first pitch, grounds it to Tyson towards the middle. And Tyson throws to Hernandez. We go to the bottom of the 10th. Tied at 4. John Denny is ready in the Cardinal bullpen. He will sit down. And here's the man who won the game against the Red Sox with a walk-off home run, George Hendrick. If he does it again, he will be the toast of the town here in St. Louis. Hendrick is 2 for 4. 353 batting average, 6 hits and 17 at-bats, a home run and 2 ribbies. He face Terry Forster. Dodgers play their infield-outfield straightaway and normal. Forster nods his head. He kicks and deals to George Hendrick. 1-0. Hendrick swings, punches that ball past the guy of Garvey into right field. So the winning run is at first. Cardinals fans on their feet. Hendrick very slow. But we cannot risk taking his bat out of the lineup, and that's it for Terry Forster. The Dodgers go to Doug Rao. (15-9) as a starter, no saves, 3.26 earned run average, 10 out of 10 stamina, 10 out of 10 holding runners on. Quality of pitches below average, 4 out of 10 movement and control solid to good. 7 out of 10 movement, 6 out of 10 control, fluctuates between right-handed and left-handed batters. And here's Keith Hernandez, winning run at first, George Hendrick. My God, Hendricks actually is faster than me. Oh, we got Lou Brock. I forgot. I put him on the roster just for this. Just for this. Lou Brock will come in to run. Tremendous speed still. We're rolling the dice here. 1 run, we win the game. Lou Brock comes in. George Hendrick is out. So here's Lou Brock, 9 out of 10 speed, 8 out of 10 stealing ability. And in 1978, batted .221, no homers, 12 ribbies, and 298 at-bats. And here's Keith Hernandez to face Doug Rao. Rao struck out 95 while walking 68. Here comes the hit and run. There goes Brock. Here's the pitch. They pitch out. Brock! He's out! Oh, that's painful. Oh, I thought we had the base stolen. Lou Brock on the pitch out on the hit and run. Hernandez swung trying to protect him. We rolled the dice and that we came up mega craps. And Hendrick is out of the game now. So Hernandez 0-1 count. Can Keith go yard? He's 1 for 4 with the ribby. He beat out that double play ball. Rao's ready to work once again. He sets and deals to Keith Hernandez, 0-2. And Hernandez goes down the line the other way. And that's going to be a double. And Brock would have freaking scored from first, but... Alright, game-winning run at second. Hernandez, 5 out of 10 speed, 7 out of 10 stealing ability. And here comes Ken Riss to face Doug Rao. Oh, man. Can Ken Ritz be the hero? Reitz, sorry. Oh, man. Lou Brock getting caught stealing. Oh, that stinks. Yes, Lou Brock was on the 78 roster. Hernandez takes a slight lead at second. 1 out. He represents the winning run. Here's the pitch to Reitz. 0-1. Reitz swings, and he lines out to the second baseman, Lopes. Good reaction by Lopes. And now it's up to Jerry Morales. 1 for 4, 1 for 7 in the tournament. Against lefties, 6 out of 10 contact. We just need him to punch this ball, hopefully to center, because Monday has the weakest arm. Though he has thrown a Cardinal runner out at the plate. I believe it was George Hendrick. Hernandez will get those extra steps with the 2 outs he needs them. Rao nods his head. Ferguson sets the target. Here's the pitch to Jerry Morales. Can he win the game for the Cardinals? They will walk Morales to face Mike Tyson. Tyson looking to deliver the knockout blow, but he's only 1 for 7. 1 for blow. His 1 hit has come today with a ribby. So will Mike Tyson make them play Morales' run means nothing at first. It's Keith Hernandez at second. That is the game-winning run here. 4-4 ball game, 2 outs, bottom of the 10th. Tyson chokes up just a bit on the bat. He awaits the Doug Rao offering. Pitch homeward bound. 1-0. And that's a pop-up. And making the catch in front of the pitcher's mound is Bill Russell. We go to the top of the 11th, and we have to make some switches here as they play car wash. We need a center fielder. Jerry Mumphrey can play center. Lou Brock will stay in to play left. Mumphrey will go to center. Not a stellar center fielder, that's for sure. Oh, man. Brock getting caught stealing on the failed hit and run was a killer. So Mark Littell is back up on the mound, and we forgot to get John Denny back up. So let's get John Denny back up. So he should warm up pretty quick. And here comes Steve Garvey, the man who tied it up in the top of the 8th with a 2-run homer with 2 outs off Tom Bruno. Littell hoping for a better result. Here's the pitch to Garvey. 0-1. Garvey swings the lumber. Ground ball to short. And that's out number 1. Good strong throw by Gary Templeton. So 1 out. And John Denny's ready. Here's the mound visit. As Littell's gassed. Not sure how many more pitches I have left in me. Change pitchers. And here comes John Denny in. And the game is now his. The man who would have started the championship game now has to try to get them to the championship game. As D. Scott Howard's Buster Douglas Rao takes care of Tyson once again. Good job, D. Scott. And here's John Denny. In 1978 for the Cards, 14-11. Striking out 103, walking 74, 2.96 earned run average. His task? Win this ball game, get to the championship game. Here's Ron Say. His task? Get on base. 1 for 4. The Penguin faces Denny. Will he be a seafood platter? Here's the pitch. Full count. Say, up the middle. Nice play by Tyson, backhanding it. Behind the bag, throwing to first. Out number 2, robbing Say of a base hit. Here comes Dusty Baker, 0 for 3, 2 for 14 in the tournament. With no homers, 1 ribby, that's a 143 batting average. Baker, right-handed pull hitter. Infield will shift left, outfield straightaway and normal. Denny worked quickly to Baker. 2-1, Baker swings. And he bloops it to center. That's one way to beat the shift. So Baker, average speed but excellent base running ability at first. Held on by Hernandez. Here comes Rick Monday. And he could make it a very blue Thursday here if he hits 1 out. He is 0 for 4, 3 for 13 in the tournament with a ribby. No homers. Left-handed pull hitter. Hard shift right in the infield and a shift right in the outfield. 2 outs. Baker will be off on contact. That left side is wide open if he punches it the other way. Then he takes a peek at first. Now he picks up the sign. He kicks and deals to Rick Monday. There goes the runner. The throw down by Simmons. And he's safe. Oh, boy. Wow. I thought he was out. So the video has fooled me a few times. And now with that, we're going to go shift right, guard third. So Rich plays near the third base bag. And Dusty Baker with 2 outs is in scoring position. Remember, Lou Brock is now in left. 5 out of 10 defense, 6 out of 10 arm. Mumphrey's a good left fielder, now moves to center. And his defensive range is poor. 2 out of 10. His arm's still very good, 8 out of 10. And Morales, 5 out of 10. Defense, 7 out of 10 arm and right. The count is 1-0 on Monday. Denny peeks over his shoulder. Now he deals to Rick Monday. Full count. Monday rips that ball deep to right. And it's a Blue Monday tonight. As another 2-run blast by the Dodgers. And it's 6-4. And Denny just hangs his head. Rick Monday did to the Cardinals what he did to the Expos in the early 80s. A home run, and the season might be over for the Cardinals. So now the Dodgers are 3 outs away from advancing. Holy cow, Rick Monday does it, and I believe in the chat. So how huge was the failed hit and run? In the chat, someone called the home run a while back. It was Todd B. Monday will hit a game-winning homer prediction. Well, that prediction looks pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. As Todd B says, oh my God, I called it earlier. That's why you come here. We have fun. All right. And watch Al mismanage baseball games. Man, that hit and run failure was a killer. Then Hernandez doubles right after that. All right, so Denny has to get this final out. Here's Lee Lacy. Lacy is 1 for 4 with a ribby. Denny kicks and fires to Lacy, full count. Lacy rips a shot dead center field. Mumphrey on the run, and he's not going to get there. That 2 out of 10 defense. Oh boy! And look at this. He's exhausted already. See how his... And we're in trouble. Oh, nuts. Righties. Roy J. Thomas quickly gets up in the pen. So it's gone from bad to worse. And Buddy Schultz gets up in the pen. Lacy, another big insurance run. Dodgers lead 6-4, 2 outs. Lacy, a very good base runner. Tremendous speed, will be off on contact. Here's Joe Ferguson, unsung hero. He's moved the line twice. He's 2 for 3, and I believe he's walked once. Here's the pitch to Ferguson. 2-2 count. Grounds it to Templeton at short. He throws to Hernandez. Side finally retired. But the Dodgers are 3 outs away from victory as we approach midnight here. What a ball game it's been. Another thrilling game in our one-and-done 1978 tournament. The winner advances to the finals, and it looks like Cinderella has struck 12 for the Cardinals. And it'll be Fried, Templeton, and Mumphrey to face Doug Rao. He's pitcher of record. He could win it here. He was passed over for Tommy John. A little miffed about that, and now he has an opportunity to win it. Here comes Roger Fried. Fried is 0 for 3. Rao deals to Fried. 0-1. Fried bloops it. Shallow left. Coming in is Baker. Hanging up there in plenty of time. And Baker makes the catch. 1 away. The Dodgers 2 outs away from advancing the championship. Top of the order now, Gary Templeton. Templeton 2 for 4. Templeton needs to get on to bring the tying run to the plate. 6-4 Dodgers. Rao looks in at Ferguson. Nods his head. He rocks and fires to Templeton. Templeton grounds it right side. Lopes throws the first 2 down. It comes down to Jerry Mumphrey. Mumphrey, 6 for 15. No homers, 1 ribby. That's a .400 batting average. Can he get it to Ted Simmons? Dodgers infield, outfield, straightaway and normal. All the players are up on the top step of the dugout now. They're smelling that championship. 1 more game they want, and 1 more win. Rao takes a deep breath. Tension here at Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. Nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Jerry Mumphrey. Mumphrey swings. Ground ball to Lopes. Lopes boots it. Davey Lopes boots the ball. It should have ended the ball game. And the Cardinals stay alive. And here comes Ted Simmons. 1 swing of the bat to tie it up. Holy cow. Davey Lopes boots the ball that would have ended the ball game. A la Red Sox second baseman in this past World Series that we will not mention. So things worked out for the Red Sox. Certainly did. Wow, let's watch that faux pas over. Dodgers fans hoping they'll all have a decent laugh, but they're a bit nervous here. The few who came to St. Louis. You can see Tommy Lasorda. The ups and downs of this game are getting to Tommy. As they say in Italian, the agita. He's got the agita, the heartburn. And here's the error by Loeb. That ball should have ended the game. Lifted his glove up a little too quick. As D. Scott Howard says, it's getting late in the opera. But as the fat lady was warming up, Davey Loeb moved the ball. Todd B says, yikes. And here comes Ted Simmons. And Simmons in 78 at 22 homers. He's the tying run. Mumphrey, tremendous speed at first. His run means nothing. They need this out. Garvey holding him on. Rao nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Ted Simmons. 2-2 count. Simmons punches the ball to left. Center! Making the catch is Dusty Baker. And Tommy Lasorda and the Dodgers come pouring out of the dugout. And they celebrate like it's 1999 here in St. Louis at Busch Stadium. They have advanced to the championship. And the clock has struck 12 on the Cinderella St. Louis Cardinals. Lou Brock is thrown out going into second on the failed hit and run. Then Keith Hernandez doubles down the line. Oh, what might have been, folks. What might have been. As they pitched out, they smelled the hit and run because they know Al Red Sox fan, especially with weak teams, loves to hit and run. Put the players in motion, ball on the ground. So the Dodgers win 6-4. They advance to the one and done 1978 championship game, and we'll give you a little precursor to that. Let's see who the MVP is. I do not agree with Pete Vukovich as player of the game. Though he was tremendous, I cannot give it to the losing team. So we will not be giving it to Pete Vukovich. Out of the Ballpark does that all the time. That's kind of annoying, but player of the game, I got to give it to Steve Garvey, the game-tying homer. Steve Garvey and Rick Monday and Doug Rao. Those are my three players of the game. They're the ones who came up big. Garvey the tying homer, Monday the winning homer, called by Todd B in the chat. As the Dodgers are championship bound. Dave Little says, great game, Al. Thanks for a good night. Thank you, guys. We'll go to the chat real quick and say thank you. And because of the time, there will be no chat with Al tonight. I'm not going to do 12-1. Oh, excellent stat package. You can do so many things with this game, Todd B. Just pick up the game. Pick up the game. Tell your wife to pick the game, or just pick it up. It's a must-buy. Thank you to Dave Little, Todd B, D. Scott Howard, Clinton Parks. Check out that great channel, Baseball on Clinton Parks channel. Original Grognard, Bobby Cantilano. As I continue to scroll up with my thank yous. Hope everyone enjoyed the game. It was a fun game. That failed hit and run, Mark Forsberg, Jake Cruz, JD, he's got his women's UFC tournament coming up. Check it out. Tribes fan, he's got a new project coming up after the first of the year. Another wonderful content creator. I think we got everybody. Alexander Raffini, good friend of Beatles Eternally and new member of our community. Lots of wonderful. He does that space science engine. It's really cool. Him and Beatles. Check that out. And of course, Ron Juckett from Retro Sports Network. A must subscribe. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I believe that is everybody because I cannot scroll up any farther. Alrighty. Let's get to this stats package, as Todd B says. As Todd says, have a nice Christmas, Al. If I don't get back to you. Well, Thank you, you too, and everyone else, and we'll get to that in a moment. So, quickly, I like to do pitching first. Pete Vukovich actually did pitch one heck of a game. 7 2/3, 4 hits, 3 runs, only 2 of them earned, walked 4, struck out 7. He had the chance to win the game, but Tom Bruno blew the save. 1 hit, 1 run, it was earned. It was the homer by Garvey. Then Littell went 2 2/3, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 2 Ks, and John Denny blew the game. He took the loss. He was 1-1, and the Cardinals are out. He went 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 2 runs. They were both earned. The 2-run winning home run by Rick Monday. Tommy John went 7 innings, 10 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned, 2 walks, 2 Ks. Terry Forster, 2 innings, 1 hit of scoreless ball. No walks, no Ks. And Doug Rao, who got passed over for Tommy John, and he was none too happy with it, picks up the win out of the bullpen. He's now 1-0. He went 2 innings with a hit, no runs, and 1 walk, no Ks. So, Davey Lopes was 0 for 5 with a ribby. Russell had an error and was 0 for 5 with a strikeout. Reggie Smith was 1 for 3, a double, and he was thrown out going to third. He had a run scored, he walked twice, he struck out once. Steve Garvey, the game-tying homer, was 1 for 5, a run scored, 2 ribbies, as I stated. The game-tying homer in the top of the 8th, 2-run blast. Ron Say, 1 for 5. Dusty Baker, 1 for 4, 2 runs scored, a walk, and 2 Ks. Rick Monday, the game-winning 2-run homer in extra innings. So he was 1 for 5 with 2 ribbies, a run scored. Lee Lacy got the scoring off. He was actually unsung hero, really. 2 for 5, a run scored and a ribby, a walk. Oh, no, strikeout. No walk. Joe Ferguson, 2 for 4. That's surprising. And, well, walk. So the Dodgers in a victory in extra innings. 41 at-bats, 6 runs, 9 hits, 6 ribbies, 4 walks, 9 Ks, and they had 2 home runs. The tying home run, 2-run blast by Garvey in the top of the 8th, and the winning 2-run homer by Rick Monday in the top of the 11th. For the Cardinals, they're going to keep thinking about that failed hit and run and Lou Brock being thrown out at second on the pitch out in the failed hit and run. Gary Templeton, 2 for 5, and then Hernandez doubling right after that. Who probably would have sent Brock and rolled the dice there to try to win the game, and he might have scored. Templeton, 2 for 5, a run scored, a walk, and a K. Mumphrey, 1 for 6, a run scored, and a ribby. Both men doubled. Ted Simmons, 1 for 5, with a walk and a K. George Hendrick, 3 for 5. He was lifted for the pinch runner Brock, who was thrown out, stealing on the failed hit and run. Keith Hernandez, 2 for 5, with a ribby. Reitz, 1 for 5 with a run scored. Morales, 1 for 4 with a walk. Tyson, 1 for 5 with a run scored and a ribby. And Fried was 0 for 4. The Cardinals, in a crushing defeat, ending Cinderella's road to redemption. 44 at-bats, 4 runs, 12 hits, 3 RBI, 3 walks, 2 Ks. Once again, our players of the game. Garvey, 2-run homer that tied the game. Monday, the 2-run homer that won the game in extra innings. And Doug Rao, 2 innings out of the pen, as he was passed over for Tommy John, but he still gets the win out of the pen. So those are our players of the game. Let's leave the game. And let's finish today. And this is your championship game. Let me save this. And we don't know who the pitchers are going to be yet. So pitchers subject to change. But right now it would be the Dodgers at 3-0 will go to Atlanta. At 4-0, excuse me. The Dodgers are 3-0 on the road. They've been road warriors. Atlanta, again, the way I set the tournament up, I thought I set it up properly. But obviously I made the better teams the worst seeds. But it's been a fun tournament. We call it open seeding. So the 4-0 Dodgers face the 4-0 Braves. I will be managing the Braves. Can I manage the Cinderella Braves to a championship? We will see. Should be a lot of fun, folks. And that's going to be coming up this weekend. And I think it will be Rick Mailer. We'll have to see. And it definitely is going to be Bert Hooton. So let's just check out Atlanta real quick. What's Necro at? 45%. We might be able to pitch him out of the pen an inning. Larry McWilliams, he's at 81. Though Rick Mailer actually pitched quite well, even though he was god-awful. You know what? We'll do like we did the other time. Mailer with a short leash. So I think those will be the starters from Fulton County Stadium. It'll be Bert Happy Hooton versus Mickey Mahler. Oh boy, so that's it. That is going to be a championship game. So it's going to be the Dodgers who lost in the 1978 World Series 4-2 to the Yankees in reality, facing one of the worst teams, the Atlanta Braves. And so they'll have to defeat another Cinderella. They'll have to, and Todd B says, will the game be on TBS? No, it will be on Al Red Sox Fan Channel. Anyway, so thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, this weekend, we might even do it tomorrow, but maybe this week. So either tomorrow or Saturday, we'll have the championship game of our one-and-done 1978 tournament. The Dodgers versus the Braves. Bert Happy Hooton versus Mickey Mahler from Fulton County Stadium. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, health and happiness. Watch out for the curveball in the dirt and the failed hit and run. God bless, and you know what's coming, folks. Peace! See you soon. Merry Christmas. Watch out for the curveball in the dirt.